Welcome to the Pitch Pod. We are the pod. Just kidding. It's only me, Grant. You know, the host, the boss man, that dude. If we were the Sanderson sisters, I'm Bette Midler with the beauty of Sarah Jessica Parker and, the good parts of whatever the other one was. Few things. First, thanks for being you. You're a great listener. The best, even. Keep on keeping on. Now, good news and bad news. Bad news, as you probably noticed, we didn't air last week's episode. Really wasn't up to our standards. We only want to produce the best, and we're going to get better from this experience. But, good news, we are back next week, ladies and gentlemen, to switch things up and harken back to our old favorite episode, which was like 2 episodes ago, but whatever. We're going to pitch you on our Christmas/holiday special. Yes, each of us will choose a movie we think best exemplifies the Christmas/holiday spirit, whether they're directly about Christmas/holiday or just give off those cozy, jolly vibes. You should watch these. Do it. It's kind of the point of this whole thing. Anyway, all of these movies are accessible on streaming, so make sure to give them a watch before next week's episode. If you need that extra push, wait till next week, and we'll gush and blush about all these Satanic flicks. First, here's Andrew.
All right, take 33. This is much harder when there is nobody else around, and you're just left with the sound of your own voice as you speak into the void that you are going to pitch the Muppet Christmas Carol, because it is, without a doubt, the best version of A Christmas Carol. Might be the best version of most of the Muppets. I've loved this movie since I was a kid. I've only grown to love it more in my adulthood. I think the soundtrack's pretty great. You get to experience Michael Caine singing. The best part is you get to experience it only briefly. Not good. Not good at the singing, Michael Caine. You will get to laugh, cry, be a little scared. Ghost of Christmas Future, always very scary. This was the first Muppet movie that was made after Jim Henson died. It's done by his son Brian, and I think it's definitely worth looking at, both from a pop culture standpoint, from that transition, and because it's the best Christmas movie. Thank you, and I look forward to talking with everyone about the Christmas Carol.
Thanks, Andrew. Honestly, I can't really believe that of all the movies in the world you chose was The Muppets, but I mean, hey, I trust you, homie. Now, here's Victor with his bombastic pitch. I mean, I actually technically haven't seen the movie, so I'm not sure if that works or not, but I guess we'll figure it out later. Anyway, Victor.
Okay. Here's the thing. 1, 2. Hello, ladies and gentlemen, the NSA and the Chinese government. It's Victor from the Pitch Pod podcast, where pitches be trippin'. Trademark pending. Finding my original pitch was a bit of a stitch, so to avoid a sitch, per Grant's wish, I've switched my pitch in post, ditching one Christmas classic for another. So come out to the coast. We'll get together, have a few laughs. Take it easy with Die Hard. It's an action-packed story of cat and mouse as detective on holiday John McClane, played by Bruce Willis, is unexpectedly pitted against a terrorist cell led by Hans Gruber, played by Severus Snape, that has held his wife's holiday office party hostage. With a ho-ho-ho and a yippee-ki-yay, Bruce Willis takes the fight to the terrorists, attempting to rescue his wife and stop the bad guys before they execute their enigmatic plan. So come, join us in the upcoming podcast. Happy trails.
Now that, ladies and gentlemen, is a pitch. Such rhyme, Victor. If only you tried this hard on literally anything else in your life. Alright, now it's my turn. No transitions this time, we're just going to get straight into it. So if you're like me, you've seen, The Christmas Story and Elf probably 20, 25 times, depending on how old you are. Christmas was less of an exploration and more of a remembrance of the good old days. Those good old days that weren't actually good, but you like to think they were good because that's the only thing that you can really clinch onto in this dark, I'm not going to get into that right now. Anyway, so I first saw this movie last year. Klaus. I first saw the Klaus trailer, like everyone else, back in 2019. And it was just like every other trailer that you've ever seen in your life, There was that humor that was really just not good. And there's a Panic at the Disco song. High hopes for probably that one. That's the only one I know. So no, really, I wasn't excited for this film. Gave it a watch last year with the family, and oh boy, was I surprised. Ladies and gentlemen, this is a favorite of mine. In just the span of 1 year, it has taken over my heart. It is a critical darling, not just in the Academy Awards sphere, but more importantly, my sphere. This film is great. You're going to love it. The voice acting is phenomenal. The art style is so unique. In an era where most films are going that 3D/CGI route, this takes advantage of the 2D art style to make it look 3D while still retaining that 2D charm. Characters are great. It's such a unique new story. Really, guys, you're going to love this one. If y'all don't love this one, you can have your money back. Get it? Because it's a free podcast. All right, friends. That'll do it for us. That is going to be our pitch, teaser, extravaganza, spectacular, amazingness festival of light. We hope that you come and watch us next week. We hope that you enjoy these films. We hope that you provide us some recommendations for yourself, or for us, rather. We want to keep doing this. Like I mentioned earlier, we're sorry about last week's episode. It's not going to happen again. And thanks for being a part of the Pitch Pod family. We haven't really figured out what, our fans are going to be called. Pitch Pod Pitch Podder? No. You're going to be called something, and it's going to be charming and whatever. But in the meanwhile, thank you for being you. I love you guys. Cue Space Rock.